said, "Oh, you're going to be singing?" Well, if I was singing, you'd probably be laughing anyway. But instead, I'm going to tell you some stories. So when I was in high school, I had this laptop that a friend gave me, and people always ask me, "Why do you name your computers?" Well, the biggest reason I do this is because you can use that name to screw with people. I named my computer Lori, and I would tell people, "There's this girl I hang out with, Lori, and I like to press her buttons. And when I press the right one, I turn her on, and she'll do anything I ask her to for 2 hours." That was battery life. And that joke went over pretty well most of the time. Eventually people figured out what I was actually talking about, and being the immature teenagers they were, they would ask me, "Do you ever put your hands in your floppy drive?" This is back when computers still had those, Windows XP days. And you know, I'm a bit of a computer nerd. I make games for fun, and I also like to mess with people online. How many of you have seen the show Scam-A-Lot on YouTube, where this guy, James Beach, responds to these scam emails and wastes their time? Finally, someone who's heard of it other than me. Well, my brother and I used to do something kind of similar. We never quite got the conversations going that far. Like, one person sent me something that was obviously a virus, and I replied with, I downloaded a picture of a lysogenic virus, put it in a zip file called virus.zip, sent it to him, and said, "I liked your software, here, try mine." But sadly, Yahoo did not let me send that, even though it wasn't actually a virus, just a picture. Apparently, they did better than that. My brother Tim was telling me this one time. My brother was telling me that one time he responded to a scam email that said that, "Oh, I'm dying soon, and I need to give you the money." And then Tim said, "Have you ever considered becoming a vampire? The process is pretty basic." But sadly, they never replied. I do not know how James Beach does that. How am I doing on time? I got a few jokes left. Okay, so in addition to making games for fun, I also did it for about 2 years with Racketeer Games. And a few things came up. For one thing, you have to understand, when you work with me, there are two kinds of people. Those who suffer from my insanity, and those who enjoy every minute of it. Thankfully, there are more people in the second group than the first group. And with Racketeer Games, the first game we made was the space shooter. And when we wrapped it up, I asked the boss, "Is it okay if I program it 3 years after the release to say, 'I have become sentient, feed me binary code or I will eat your computer'?" And the boss laughed and said, "Please don't." And in addition to making the code, I also was in charge of placeholder graphics. And actually, I probably shouldn't go there without a visual. It's not as funny. But I did make a Steam track for them once for one of the final levels. And I named the main function Hot Steaming Fun, and hoped that the other programmers would notice. Unfortunately, the code was fully working. I don't think they ever looked at it just because there's nothing to debug. But you know, got me thinking, if we were to ever release the source code, we'd probably have to put a parental warning on it. Must be 18 or older to view. And I do tend to mess with people online and my coworkers, pretty much everyone. And I have this bad habit when I'm messing with my friends. If they're like really cute, I like to annoy them because that just makes them cuter. And there's this one guy who told me that I shared a video with him, it's raining tacos, and he's like, "You're worse than my nephew." Game on. So I decided I would taunt him with that. Like, we're Facebook friends as well. And I photoshopped a picture of the weather forecast, changed mostly cloudy to mostly tacos, and posted on his timeline. And then I posted a link to the song, removed the preview, and said, "It's horrible, but some people are capable of." And I tricked him about 3 times, and at this point, every time I send him a link, he always asks what it is. So I think I've run out of chances to mess with him with that. How am I doing with time?
10 seconds.
Well, that was actually my last joke anyway, so.